What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, my name is Elizabeth. This is The Joyful Sojourn, and in today's video, we are unboxing the October 2024 subscription box from Jane's Agenda. There are 3 boxes that you can choose from. One is a monthly cover club where it's a new cover and new dashboards for your planner. Then there's the planner and lifestyle box, which has additional dashboards, inserts, and maybe stationery related items. And then the highest tier is the Deluxe Subscription box, and that is a combination of the cover of the month club and the planner and lifestyle box. So I have the Deluxe box here. I get the half letter unpunched. And just so you know, if you are someone who likes the unpunched, unfortunately, that will be going away at the end of this year. Jane's Agenda is moving exclusively to disc punch inserts. So this will convert over to a punched half letter. So shall we get into it? You might hear my fan in the background. It's 100 degrees, you guys, and I can't run my air conditioning while I'm filming. So I hope that little white noise isn't an upset to you. So October box, in September, yes, that is because if there's ever any inserts or like monthly specific, date specific items in the box, it ensures that you have it the month before so you can set up your planner for the upcoming month. So we are in the middle of September when I'm filming this, and it will have items for October. So this box is no longer available. If you subscribe today, you will be getting the November box, which will ship in October. I hope that makes sense, but you will get the next box, not this one. Occasionally, items seen in these boxes show up on the website if there's some extra, but I never really count on it. So if you're one of those people that really gets FOMO with stuff and there are some box exclusive items, then it might be good to subscribe to the box and you can pick, whatever size you want. It will be you identify what planner you have, what size planner, and then everything for everything in the box will be that size that matches your planner. So this is really meant to be a supplemental fun treat every month. Every once in a while you will get some calendar pages in the box, but for the most part, the inserts are like additional, maybe note-taking or lists, stuff like that. That is what you typically see in boxes like this. So make sure if you're buying the Jane's Agenda box, it's kind of presuming that you already have a planner and you're just adding fun things to it. So let's get into it. We have the tone being set for October with our welcome box. October's box gently ushers you into the cozy season with a warm palette of pale beige, burnt orange, and Dijon mustard. Inside, you'll find beautifully crafted cardstocks with sweater patterns. Yes! Pumpkins, peaceful fall scenes, along with a beginner-friendly fountain pen. Yes! Okay, well, all the spoilers in here. Leather pen pouch, saddle-stitch graph notebook. Oh, I love a graph notebook. To inspire your creativity, our holiday meal. Okay, well, I'm going to put this down, okay? Now, if you flip it, I'm going to flip it over. I'm not going to look at it though, but you guys can look at it if you want the spoilers. So this is a look at everything that's in the box. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm really excited, excuse me, about the, oh goodness, what's it called? Fountain pen. Because I've been getting into fountain pens and, yeah, I'm really feeling it. I actually used a fountain pen for a couple days last week, and it felt, something about my journaling felt different than using a regular pen. I don't know if it was the way I was holding it or just the way the ink laid down on the paper, but it just felt special. It made my journaling feel special. So I'm all about this fountain pen life. So we're going to get this set up together in this video. Oh boy. Oh, look how flat that pen pouch is. I'm going to pull everything out of this box. Cute little box this month with the, well, it's typically the lined florals, right? Love that. Planning made personal. Okay, let's start with the little items. I like to do the little items first, and maybe we'll do, I'm going to save the pen for last because we're going to get that set up. So I'm going to set that aside. Let's get these little guys open up. So this is kind of, looks like some journaling cards and page flags. Let's see what we got. So first we have a journaling card for October 2024. This aesthetic is gorgeous and I'm really excited about it. So if this is setting the tone for the October box, then I am very, very excited. So we have the journaling card here. Oh, okay. I've been trying to describe what this type of card feels like. So we have journaling cards, okay? And I'll show these. Let me just show these and then we'll get to this one. So the first one says Boo. This is the only kind of Halloween-ish thing in the October box, and I really appreciate that. I'm not a big Halloween person, and so I typically skip October boxes with subscriptions because I don't need Halloween stuff. So I love that like Boo is like a little nod, but there's nothing really like spooky themed in here. It looks like it's very autumnal and neutral. But if you are looking for October Halloween type things, I know that they released a bunch of dashboards, maybe covers, I'm not sure, from previous October boxes. If you're looking for like that black cat, the moon, the bats, all that kind of stuff, you might be able to find it on her website now. And Joyful 10, I can't remember. I think it's Joyful 15 will save you 15% off of your purchase. And I'll put my affiliate link down below. I did purchase this box myself, but I am an affiliate. So if this video is helpful, I do hope that you'll consider shopping with my link and use that discount code. Joyful 15, save you some money. So we have the Boo journaling card. Then we have, oh, this is nice, Chapter 10. So this is just a fun ode to October being the 10th month of the year. And this is going to be just really cute, kind of tucking into your planner. Book themed. I like that. And I love like these colors all together. So nice. Okay. So this guy looks like it says autumn in a bunch of different languages. Really pretty. Now these are really nice cardstock. This is like a soft touch, buttery texture. It is not regular paper. It's like a soft touch paper. I always refer to it like peach fuzz. It's not fuzzy, but it has that soft touch feel. It is very luxurious. And I'll say that about all of the like journaling cards and dashboards. Everything, I think all the dashboards are printed in-house and they just are like really good quality. The materials are good. The ink, the richness of the images is like stunning. So, and if they make these in-house, I would love to know how, because those are so pretty. And then the last item in the little container, little package, little pouch, are Dijon page flags. There are 25 sheets here. And these are the kind of transparent sticky notes, which means you're going to want to use a pencil or a oil-based pen on these. Don't use a gel pen. Don't use Papermate flares. Like those will not work. A Sharpie would fit or would work. But really I would recommend getting, of course I'm like looking at my desk to see if I have one near me, an oil-based pen. I use the Uniball Unipin pens that are oil-based and they have a gray barrel. So, oh, you know what? Here's an example. So the Unipin pens typically look like this. Unipin. But they have an oil-based version. And it looks the same, exactly the same, except the barrel is gray. So if you're looking for the Unipin pens, look for the gray barrel. That's oil-based. Those work fabulously on all transparent sticky notes. So this is great because it's got a little bit of an adhesive. Looks like it goes just over half of the way. So you've got an extra little page flag here that you can, mark your page with if you just need to highlight something or, just add maybe a little note on your monthly calendar. You can use these on your calendar overviews as well. So that's cute. Follows the theme. Okay, let's take a look at this pencil pouch in the color chocolate. And it looks like it's the vegan leather or the vegan Saffiano leather style, which has that texture to it. Hopefully, oh yeah, that's going to show up just fine. So it's got that Saffiano leather texture. It is vegan leather. Doesn't have any weird smells to it though. And it's a really rich, dark chocolate brown. I hope it's not picking up black because it's not. Maybe you can tell a little bit better here with the zipper, but it is a dark chocolate brown. And, ooh, I kind of like that experience. I wasn't sure. I heard there was a flat pen pouch in the box this month, and I was like, how's that gonna work? So I guess, yeah, I mean, you can just open it up like this. Should we see how many pens fit in it? I have my Laurel Denise pens close right now, so let's just stick those in. The idea being that sometimes you don't want like a pouch like this. It was a Portland leather pouch, but this is, you know, a plump little pouch. Putting this in your purse could work, you know, putting it vertically, but it is fat. And something like this would be able to slide alongside all of the items in your bag. So that low profile, you could probably, I mean, you could make it thicker. You probably fit a lot in here, actually. Should we just throw like a ton of pens in here? It depends on if you want it to be that, you know, flat profile or not. So that fit a lot, and it's still, well, you can see at its widest point with the zipper. That's the width you're looking at. There it is on the other side. So that is presuming you don't have the pens all flat. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17. There's 17 pens in here. That's pretty good, and it's still flat. But, you know, I think the idea with this slim design is you could fit, okay, if you wanted to keep them relatively flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, there's 12 pens in here. Let me see. Just curious. I love this experience. This, like, doing this to kind of open it up, but then it lays back flat. I think that's nice. Let me find a bunch of, like, well, I can take these guys. Will it fit a Tombow? That's always the question, right? It will not fit a Tombow. We've got some pretty typical sizes here. I got some mechanical pencils, my white inked pen that I love so much, Sharpie S Gel. This is the Calm pen. This was in a sub box. Ooh, the dot pens. I love my Zig clean color dot pens. Let's throw those guys in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, 8 fits in there easy. So you could fit 0 to, what did I say, 17, depending on the style of the pen, maybe how wide they are with their clips. So that's nice. I like that. What I should do actually is, I haven't set up my half letter for quarter 4. I will be doing it with this guy. This is the fall leaf wrap. I don't think I've shown this yet. But the idea, I was wondering, will this fit in here? I probably wouldn't do that, but I have, I think, 1.5 inch discs, and this fall leaf wrap, this is Jane's Agenda. The fall leaf wrap, I think, only comes in 2-inch, in the 2-inch width for 2-inch discs, which means conceivably, if I have the 1.5 inch discs on my planner in here, there should be a little bit of room here to even just throw this on top, and it would sit with my planner. That is something we will have to test when I set up my my half letter for October through December. So stay tuned for that video. If you want to see it, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Okay, let's move forward with the inserts, because my goodness, we do have, I do think that fountain pen might take a little bit of time. So I'm gonna set the little guys aside and see what we have. So first we have, oh, I forgot these are unpunched. So these are unpunched, but everybody else, y'all are gonna have punched according to the size of your planner. The first item here that would normally be punched, but mine is not, is a really pretty page finder with a leaf pattern, and it will have a clear piece of plastic over it. See that? Once you remove it, I think it might be on both sides, or maybe not. That looks pretty clear. You're gonna get a really nice like glass finish. So it's going to be a completely clear page finder with the exception of these nice kind of translucent leaves. So it looks like leaves have been pressed between like glass almost. So pretty. And what's cool about this is you can see your planning page underneath your page finder. So when you're, flipping over to find, your page, you'll be able to see the writing underneath. And I think that's really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off so you can see it. And I'll lay things on top of each other. They're not punched, so I can't put them in a planner right now, but we will layer with the dashboards in just a minute. Okay, so the next item in the box are dashboards. And excited because I can see some vellum. I love when there's vellum dashboards. In a sub box, it says, "In the stillness of autumn, find the courage to grow." Really nice vellum cardstock. And then, I love fall dashboards. They are always the best. We have like a latte with a pattern on it and just cozy sweater, cozy blanket with some leaves and acorns and a pine cone. So pretty. That is double-sided, so you can have this on the back of your planner. You can have it on the front. Next, we have New York City in the fall. That looks like, is that Central Park? Maybe Central Park. Really pretty architecture. I love the split of like autumn, nature park, and then just the rise of the city buildings. Really, really pretty. And again, like, these cardstocks are they're so rich. And I've said this before, if you've never seen a Jane's Agenda dashboard in person, I hope that you have the opportunity to do so because everything is so lifelike. There's no white border, there's no cut issues. It's like perfect. It looks like a photograph. So I love that. So there's the pumpkins. And then Jane's Agenda is always about those layering moments. So here you can see, here we'll change out all of the different dashboards and try it. So if you're a pumpkin person, you can see, what am I trying to do here? Oh, I'm trying to pick them up. If you're a pumpkin person, we've got pumpkin. And then we can see the city underneath that vellum. And then the sweater. That is so pretty. I love that. And then, of course, if you've got your page finder, that is going to look so cute. Kind of nestled in there, layered on top. So we've got the set of 3 dashboards and the vellum. Love that. We have a holiday meal and planning pack. I'm going to jump to this after we get through all the dashboards. Ooh, and the cover or dashboard if you have the unpunched version. So we'll come back. Oh, and there's something else. I forgot about this. We just read in the spoilers that this was going to be a thing. Let's open this up though. Oh my gosh. Oh, this aesthetic is stunning. Okay, so here we have the dashboard set. Let's take a look at this guy. So the dashboard, I always forget, did the dashboard set come in the cover of the month club? Or did this dashboard, I wish that was something they put on the box. So decorative dashboard pack is this thing. I think this was part of the planner and lifestyle box. This dashboard set is what comes with the cover of the month club. And if you get the deluxe version, which is the combination of both, you get all of them. So let's check this guy out. Oh, this is so romantic. Okay, so here is our first dashboard in this set. It's just so cozy. It's double-sided, again, excellent quality. And then we have the leaves on this one with those autumnal boots. That's so pretty. I love how everything is kind of washed out. It's very calming. Let's see what the vellum just looks good on everything. And then if you throw the page finder on there, oh, it's so pretty. Let's do the same thing with this guy. Yeah, I mean, it's just lovely. This is a very minimalistic design. I think just because everything is so, all the colors are so neutral. It just, yeah, it's very calming, very neutral. Okay, so let's open this up and then we'll get to that, the graph notebook and the inserts for this month. And then of course the fountain pen. So because I got unpunched, this is a dashboard, but for everybody else, this is actually sized to be a cover. And I've actually been using the cover or the dashboard guys like this as covers. I have the Lavender punch that punches through this. Oh my gosh, I just noticed. Okay, that punches through this material, so I can turn this into a cover if I want to. But oh my gosh, look at this cover. So here's the front, okay. And actually, does it go? I think it goes this way. Well, really, it can go either way since it's not punched. But I'm gonna try to get some angles here so you can see that raised. I don't remember what Jane referred to this as, but where it's like, it's three-dimensional. It looks like painted on. And I think there's gotta be there's a piece of plastic on this one too, on the back that you wanna peel off, because this is going to be completely clear, like glass. And it's double-sided, right? So you have a front and back cover. I will peel this, I'm gonna peel it off of this one so you can see what it looks like, what this cover looks like when you start layering it with other things. So let's say this is the cover for your planner. And then you got the vellum just for a little pop of a quote. And then, oh my gosh, look how pretty. Can you see that? Oh, it's so pretty. Let's try the leaves underneath. So pretty. Now you could take the vellum off and then you could just do it this way. And here you've got just a fun like texture, floral texture framing those leaves. Let's go back and do that with this one. Look at that. How pretty for a planner cover. Like, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I love when they do this material cover with like a frame where it's like super neutral so that no matter what you put underneath it, it's gonna look rad. Let's see what the leaves or the flowers look like underneath New York. The flowers look like underneath the pumpkins. It's just so pretty. I think my favorite is probably this one. It's like a perfect match. That is so pretty. Wow. And then let me see what that looked like again with the vellum. If you want to add a quote, if you want to kind of mute that image again, you can do that. So like this can be the cover of your planner this next month, you know? That's what's great about this box is like you can change the look of your planner every single month. And I know for a lot of people, especially if you're not a decorative planner like I am, you need something to like have your planner feel refreshed every month. And that is gonna do it. So I love this cover. The cover this month is a win. Well job, team. Okay, let's take a look. Gotta move a little bit more quickly. Let's take a look at the saddle stitch notebook. I love saddle stitch notebooks. They're very minimalist. They're very clean, slim design. You can tuck them in, actually, since I've got this here. Do the saddle stitch notebooks fit in here? Probably. Yeah, the saddle stitch notebook, I haven't broken this thing in yet, but that fits in there. We'll have to see how it fits when I put my planner in, but it looks like it would fit, especially knowing that my discs are going to be smaller than what this can accommodate. Although sliding it in did snap that first stitch. So you do have to be careful. Maybe don't shove it into a pocket. But I love it. I love Graph Grid. Pretty simple. I think they do their saddle stitching in-house. So there you can see what the saddle stitch looks like. And paper feels, it's a different paper than they use in their inserts. It feels a little toothier, and it's a bright white. It's not kind of a off-white like their inserts. Definitely thicker than copy paper. Can't tell what weight that is though. Maybe because it's got that kind of toothiness to it, but really good for just jotting things down. Maybe taking to a coffee shop if you just need something simple to take some notes in, or you just want to start doodling. That is a really nice kind of a supplement to your planner. And they also have on the website these traveler's notebooks covers. I think there's 2 or 3 different styles with the jump bands on the inside. So you can collect Jane's Agenda notebooks like this and get the cover for them, and then you have kind of a whole matching set of the different styles of notebooks from Jane's Agenda in the Traveler's Notebook, like vegan leather cover. Okay, so I'm kind of bummed that I did that though. I don't think it's going to get worse. I just need to like, or maybe I could glue it down, but that was a user error on my part. Okay, so the inserts this month are holiday meal planning packs. What? Tell me more. Also, anytime I see lined art on paper, I think like, ooh, I could like color it in. Have a little crafty moment. Okay, so make sure you guys can see. Holiday meal planning pack. Ooh, this is pretty. I love the font she uses. I also love that it's pretty neutral. Like there's not a lot of decorative stuff, but there is like just a little cuteness here in the upper corner. And then the font for the header is a little bit fancier. Let me make sure y'all can see this okay. We're gonna zoom in. I think I need to move some of this stuff over. I'm really sorry about the fan today, guys. I was hoping I could avoid it, but it's really hot under these lights. And with it being 100 degrees outside, it's just too much. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this okay. Let me see if this is all the same thing. Cooking timeline, no, they're different. These are different. Okay, so this first set, holiday meal planning overview. So you have a space for putting in what the occasion is, the date, the theme, what the appetizers, main courses, sides, desserts, and beverages are, and then a space for notes. You can also put in your guest list. So write down everyone you've invited, have they RSVP, do they have any dietary restrictions, and then how many people are expected within that guest list. So I guess in this case, you would put maybe one person's name or a last name. And then if it's a family of 3, you would put 3 for the quantity expected, the number of people expected. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 events, 4 holiday meal planning overviews. And God bless you if you're doing that. That seems like a lot to me. So there are 4 parties to plan here. And then on the back is just lined. So you can use it however you need it, if you need additional planning space. And then a little quote here: the best memories are made when gathered around the table. Then we have some recipe pages. So you put the name of the recipe, how long it takes, how long it prep time, cook time, number of servings, cooking temp, a list of ingredients, and then the instructions. And then dietary notes, restrictions, or substitutions. So 1 full sheet for 1 recipe. And then you have special notes on the back. So we have 1, 2. You guys, sometimes I think ahead and then I start counting and then I'm like, wait, what was I thinking about? And then what number was I counting? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 recipe pages. And I suppose if you needed more of that, you could use the special notes on the back to do additional recipes. So that would make 12. Then we have grocery lists. This is really nice. I love that this is organized by the area of the grocery store. So we have the refrigerated section, the produce section, the frozen section, and the meats and deli section. And then the item with the quantity. And then on the back, the bakery, beverages, paper products, and prepackaged. And the way that the prepackaged is set up, you could, oh no, prepackaged is half of the page. And then the last half of that, or last, oh my gosh, a half a column is prepackaged. And then the other half of that column is not labeled. So you can make that whatever section you want it to be. But this makes a lot of sense to me. I absolutely despise grocery lists when I'm like just brain dumping, like what all do we need at the store? When I start writing it down, I naturally kind of go to different parts of the page to make sure that, like, if it's dairy related, for example, like all the dairy stuff is together, all of the produce aisle is together. So this makes a lot of sense the way it's formatted. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 grocery lists. And you know what? 4 grocery lists is going to work for your 4 parties back at the front. So I think this is definitely meant to be for special occasion. Like, you're going to run out of these pages. And I don't know if it's something that will be offered on the website. I know they've done shopping lists before, so maybe there's something like this already on the website, but just keep that in mind. This is the holiday planning pack. And so, you know, these are meant to be grocery lists associated with the events that you have. So then we have the holiday menu planner. And this is maybe what you'd want to use before your prep sheets at the beginning. Just my guess. I mean, we'll get into it in just a second. So holiday meal planning overview. We should do just a little comparison here. And then the holiday menu planner. So this is actually to work out maybe the plans first. Oh no, this is if people are bringing stuff. Oh, that's nice. So maybe this is if you are hosting and providing all the stuff. And then over here, this is if other people, like if it's a potluck style. So occasion, guest count, date, time, and then appetizer, side dishes, beverages, main course, desserts, and other. And then there's a who column for each, presuming like, oh, you 3 people bring appetizers. The 4 of you bring a side dish. Here's where you can kind of collect all of that information. And then we have the dietary restrictions and preferences down at the bottom. So, oh, that's nice. Cooking timeline. This is helpful. So we have the dish, the prep time, the cook time, the start time, and the ready time. So I think that this was packaged just the way that they decided to do it. But as far as the order in which I would put them in my planner, I would probably change the order in which I've put things, going from the initial kind of planning to the maybe the shopping list to the overview, and then maybe the cooking timeline and the recipes. I would kind of collate these a little bit differently, but of course, like, do whatever works for you. I'm sure that this was put together in a pack in the order that makes sense for Jane. So cooking timeline, I think that's really smart. Making sure that you're tracking everything. I am a sucker, not a sucker. I am a stickler for making sure that everything finishes at the same time. I know Josh doesn't understand it and he gets kind of frustrated with me, but I'm like, no, you can't start that because that takes 10 minutes and this starts 23 minutes or takes 23 minutes. So we have to start this, and then when it gets to 13 minutes, then we start the thing that's 10 minutes. That's basically the logic behind the cooking timeline, which I think is really, really good to have. So that is the holiday meal planning pack. I think it's super helpful for anybody that is a party thrower. I'm not a party thrower. This might be something that I gift to somebody else, and then I probably would collate it a little bit differently, but per the usual, it's very thoughtfully designed. It's minimalistic. The paper quality is good. It's just, do you throw parties during the holidays? I don't know. Let me know, actually. Leave me a comment down below. Are you someone that throws multiple parties during the holiday season? Do you have people over? Are you a hostess with the mostest? I'd love to know that. Someday, I'd like to be, but I'm just not in that season of life. Okay, so let's get to the fountain pen. So excited about this, if I can get it out of the box. Again, I am very much in my my fountain pen era, so I'm very excited. My box got a little crumpled. Well, this is sexy. Ooh, I love that this is like a matte black fountain pen. Oh boy. Oh, okay. This is definitely unlike the fountain pens I've been using recently. I don't know if you can tell, but there are little indents here for your fingers. Feels like a finger guide. And I'm presuming that the location of them is meant to be in alignment with like what is the right position for the tip when you're writing. So maybe it's going to train us to do this a certain way. I love the point on this. I have, I think, 3 fountain pens now, and no, two fountain pens, and no, well, I have a calligraphy pen set, like a dip pen. That's got 2 different tips. So I've explored 4 different pen tips. I love that this one is small. It looks like, or I think I heard it was a 0.5. It looks smaller than a 0.5, but I think that's really cool. And then we have Jane's Agenda ink. Very, very cool that 30 milliliters of the black ink have been included for us. So would you guys like to go down this rabbit hole with me? I have filled some fountain inks recently, and so we're going to figure this out together. Hopefully they work like the ones that I currently have. So you can twist this off like so. And the easiest way for me to explain it, at least for someone who has had kids or has kids, you know the medicine syringes when your kid's a toddler, where you can shoot the liquid into the kid's mouth, like the liquid Tylenol. It's going to be the same concept like a syringe, where when it's pushed all the way, you want it pushed all the way in, and then you're going to draw it back, and it's going to draw the ink up into this space. So you can see this is the cartridge, and there's a little trigger here. I'm assuming, yep. So there's a little, you see this right here, there's a little slider, okay? And as you slide that slider, this guy is pulling back, and it's going to pull in the ink. So it's going to come like this, and then you're going to take your finger and slide it back while it's dipped in the ink, and it's going to fill it in like a syringe. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try this right now. We're going to use, just to make sure that we are safe here, I'm going to use this as the platform. Inks tend to get messy, so be careful. The hard thing I've found with doing this is it's kind of hard to tell where the ink is, where the line of the ink is. You don't want to dip the pen like past this ridge. You really kind of want to keep the ink maybe to here. So you want to go in, or actually you can see underneath there's like a hole. The ink's going to go in there. So make sure the slider is all the way to the left. Okay, so this guy is all the way to the left. And we're going to dip it into the ink. And as we dip it into the ink, once it's in, you're going to slide it up and watch the ink fill up the cartridge. So I'm going to dip it in. And again, it's kind of hard to tell like how far you're going. Now it's in the ink, and now I'm going to slide it up. And here you can see, I'm just gonna tap it a little bit. Here you can see there's ink. I'm trying to do this without getting, here, I'll use my fingers there. There's the ink. It didn't fill up all the way, but you don't want to push it back down because all the ink is going to come cascading out. That's plenty. You can always refill it. So we've got ink in our pen. I'm going to twist this back on. It's really easy. This is one of the easier pens that I've tried to fill. So really nice. The key really is making sure you've put the tip of the pen deep enough into the ink to fill it up. So I'm going to, oh yeah. Oh, that is juicy. Ooh, it's juicy and buttery, like writes really smooth. And yeah, I like the placement of these little indents. Feels natural. Okay, now it does feel like a 5 millimeter, 0.5. Let's get a sticky note. So this is oh yeah, this is so satisfying. Jane's Agenda. Oh, this is nice. Love. Okay, so if you love a 0.5 or even a 0.7, you will love this. It's feathering a little bit on this sticky note. So it's depositing ink on the paper. It will, you know, it's going to bleed through certain types of paper. So you're going to have to experiment with your different planning pages to see how the inks do. This paper is a little toothier, and this is cardstock, so it's definitely going to absorb more. Oh gosh, this is so satisfying. Something about the tip of this pen is really, really satisfying. That is nice. So these more kind of porous papers are going to kind of feather out and make the ink kind of bleed a little bit more. I wonder if I don't want to do this on, I could take the meal planning pack. Should we test it on a meal planning pack? You know, I got to check. I'm hoping that since this is the paper that they use for their inserts, I'm hoping that we're not going to see bleeding. If so, you might need to use this pen in a non-Jane's Agenda planner, but we don't want to presume that. Oh gosh, restrictions. No restrictions. Eat walls. The things. This is a really juicy pen. It's going to ghost. It's not quite bleeding, but it's ghosting. So keep that in mind. I know fountain pen inks are, I don't want to say finicky, but they are kind of finicky. So they're going to respond differently to different papers. And this is a really rich pen. So the tip didn't look like a 0.5, but this is going down like a 7.7. I'd love to see Jane's Agenda. Oh, but it's so satisfying. I'd love to see Jane's Agenda come out with a finer tipped fountain pen. I think if it was finer tipped, it wouldn't have that same kind of ghosting. So it will ghost, keep that in mind. Bothers some people, doesn't bother others. The graph paper, I think, is also probably going to ghost given the tip. But let's check it out. So, fountain pen, Jane's Agenda. That one actually bled a little bit more. Actually, is that bleeding or ghosting? It's veering towards bleeding. It's definitely ghosting. It looks like it's about to bleed through. So keep that in mind that this is going to be a richer inked pen, but my gosh, it is incredibly luxurious to write with. Luxurious. It makes me want to practice my handwriting, you know? Luxurious. Yeah. I like the way that it feels. You just might have some bleeding or ghosting. So keep that in mind. I love my growing fountain pen collection, and this is such a fun item to add to my collection. It's really comfortable. It's got a nice texture to it as well. It's got a nice weight to it. I like it. And this is a lot of ink. This is a good amount of ink. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I would bet a long time. One more thing. If you want to change out your inks, let's say you start collecting inks, what you would do is, because I do have like different colored inks that I could pop into this guy. That's what's cool about fountain pens, is you just get one pen and then you just change the inks. What you would do then, so there you can see all the ink in there. You would just slide the slider that's currently up at the top, put it back in the jar, and then slide it back down. And I'm gonna try to do this at an angle. You're gonna see it push, it's pushing the ink back out of the pen, like so. And you can see that I've pretty much emptied it out. And then you can, I think, clean it out with just water if you wanted to change out the colors. So that is the fountain pen, guys. I will probably do this again in a reel. So I'm gonna leave this without ink in it and twist the barrel back on. Please let me know if this was helpful. I know a lot of people started getting their boxes and didn't really know, like, oh, how do I use it? So you're still going to have some residual ink in there if you don't use the washout method, but eventually it will start to kind of fade out. Gosh, that is so satisfying. I can't even explain like how good this pen feels. It just feels really good. Very satisfying. I've been using like 0.38s lately, so maybe the juicier pen just is like hitting it different. I don't know. All right, friends. So that is everything in this month's box. What do you think? We've got the fountain pen set. We have the Graph Grid Saddle Stitch notebook. The miscellaneous journaling cards and page finder or sticky note, page flag. What am I saying? The holiday meal planning pack. A plethora of absolutely gorgeous autumnal dashboards. So pretty. The vellum dashboard, upside down there. The beautiful cover set. The page finder. And is this the last item? I think so. The pen pouch, the flat pen pouch that you can kind of stack inside your purse. You can, or stack it inside your wrap, slide it vertically in your purse. And that is everything. What do you guys think of this month's box? If you have any questions, leave them down below. Again, Joyful 15, if you're new to Jane's Agenda, Joyful 15 will save you 15% off of your purchase. And it's not good on subscription boxes. Keep that in mind. You can purchase the subscription box for next month. I don't know if the waitlist is opened yet, but you would be getting the November box. And the Jane's Agenda team does sneak peeks throughout the month leading up to the opportunity to subscribe. So you will have a chance to see what is in, well, some items in the box in advance to decide whether or not you want to subscribe. If you do decide to subscribe, please consider using my affiliate link down below. Come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And if you want to see how I finally get my fourth quarter half letter planner set up using Jane's Agenda items, then make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Until next time, friend, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.